Sanha's mother is determined to be a villain to the end, in Family by Choice. At this point, there's no redemption arc for her. Meanwhile, love is on the horizon for Jung-Jae and Seo-Hyun, and the green-eyed monster comes knocking on HaeJoon's door because of Park Dal. What's more, Sanha and JuWon confessed their relationship to their fathers, at the end of the recently concluded episode 14. They already expected some hesitation and concerns from them, but when faced with opposition from JuWon's father, Sanha and JuWon are at a loss. It wasn't easy getting HaeJoon's approval, who felt he had been abandoned once again, fearing he'd be an outcast if JuWon and Sanha married. But with his reconciliation with his mother, he feels more settled, and is now Team Sunju. However, JuWon's father is a river the lovebirds must cross in the upcoming episodes. He sees both Sanha and HaeJoon as his sons, and could find their status change difficult. But knowing him, this wouldn't last, as love is also on the horizon for him. After unburdening her guilt and reconciling with her son, Seo-Hyun visits Jung-Jae's restaurant, and Madam plays Cupid once again. She brought them together in the past, and intends to play her part to the end, by asking Seo-Hyun to take care of Jung-Jae, who spent his youth looking after her son, HaeJoon. There couldn't be a better outcome for HaeJoon, who has always wanted to be a legitimate family member. With Seo-Hyun and Jung-Jae getting married, he's officially Jung-Jae's son and JuWon's elder brother. Meanwhile, Young-hee gets the viewers' blood boiling. She's determined to take home the award for the most horrible mother. When trying to guilt-trip Sanha doesn't work, she slaps him, trying to lord over him. As Sanha said, her misery isn't about her children but all about her. When her husband died in a car accident, and she lost mobility in her legs, she only felt sorry for herself, consumed with all the woes that befell her, blaming it on Sanha, and never stopped to think or mourn her husband, who lost his life in the accident. What's more, it seems she has no intention to heal, despite physical therapy. After 10 years of rehab, with no bone, muscle, or nerve damage, there's still no progress. It could be her way of manipulating Sanha into sticking with her, or she's unconsciously punishing herself for being a terrible human. After her fight with Sanha, and she sought him out at the hospital, you'd think she finally had a wake-up call from Sanha's words the previous night. Instead, she found a new way to manipulate him. She wanted to force her way into his shared apartment to stay with him, leaving So-hui alone in Seoul, which would eventually worry Sanha. I can't be the only one proud of JuWon, who stood her ground, defending Sanha, and collected Sanha, whom Young-hee unceremoniously discarded 20 years ago. However, Young-hee is still not done. Seeing that JuWon has a significant meaning to Sanha, she visits her store and belittles what she shares with Sanha, calling their love delusional. This makes Sanha visit Seoul one last time, to win against his mother. Meanwhile, Park Dal confessed her feelings to HaeJoon in the last episode. However, HaeJoon adamantly sees her as his younger sister, making her declare her lack of need for him. Jae-hoon, aware of Park Dal's 10-year crush on HaeJoon, decides to play Cupid, with Sanha and JuWon's help, by setting Park Dal up on a date. Hearing of her blind date, and seeing her with someone else, gets HaeJoon's finger drumming. Not about to lose his confidant and new love interest, HaeJoon interrupts her blind date, taking her away from her date. Sadly, there are only 2 more episodes left. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much will you miss Family by Choice? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.